lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Chicago Bears and the Kansas City Chiefs. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, and that's Kairos Santos to get us started. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Minshew going to look to throw. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. To throw, Minshew. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Minshew, and that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's to the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
On the ground, here's the Texas Longhorn, Roshan Johnson.
This play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. Open man, that's Luther Burden. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, That's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's Williams now to throw. That one on target, some more. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up 1st down.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. On the option, it's Swift, and a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards. They'll run with Manunga. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Bears in possession here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it starting 3rd down and 2. They'll try to run this one in. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the...
That is caught! DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Minshew now to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The shotgun, a throw for Minshew.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
At the Bears' 47.
From the gun, here's Minshew. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To the air once more is Minshew. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. To throw once more, here's Minshew. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
That's complete to Rice. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. On the ground, it's the tight end. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down. First and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's a run with their tight end. A short game, down to the 7. Now, here's 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 7-yard line.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. This one caught at the floor. To the goal line and in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing is Williams. They'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That complete to Swift. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. That's going to be caught. And he's going to be brought down, but the double pass works to perfection. The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. Throw it again. It's Williams. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Post in Loveland. Touchdown, Bears.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
On is Santos for the PAT. The kick is good, and the Bears will move out to a 14-7 lead. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. On first and 10, it's Minshew. He's going to let this one go deep. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. Whoa! Down the sideline, past the 45. And he is going to run it all the way down near the red zone. A big one there to start the second half. 52 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
They're going to run it here with Manunga. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 12-yard line.
A run here with Johnson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
What is it?
Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 10-yard line.
What is it?
On second down, it's Williams. That's out left and complete to Burden. And he'll take it on in. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Chicago.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Nico Remigio to bring it back. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On first down, here's Minshew. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Back is Minshew. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd and 16.
To throw, Minshew. This one intercepted. Picked off by Javon Brisker. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
What is it on? Here we go.
On the give, it is Manunga. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
What is it?
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man, that's Roma Dunze. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He gets this complete to Burton. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
On 1st down, it's Swift. Open space inside the 10. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Makes the score Bears.
So we are through
Chiefs
3.
14.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cairo Santos.
So here's
kicking off
Santos
for
after the
Chicago.
touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Smith to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Throwing on 1st and 10, it's Minshew. Into space at the 45. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
For the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
13 yards.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Minshew. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? I That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Boys, you got this. See the goal line.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now, 2nd and goal. Gray is the motion man here. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision, down 8, going for 2. And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points. All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
Run now for Manunga. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 15. First down, Chicago.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Here's Johnson. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
That's complete to Moore on the right side. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done. They'll drop to throw. That's caught left side by Odunze. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Santos for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. for 1st and 10. Minshew. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
32 yards.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. That's seemingly pretty silly with 1 second left in the game. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Here we go. One final play. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.